何を待ってる。遊んでる暇はない。何を待ってる。遊んでる暇はない。何を待ってる。
最近マジで DJ なんです。こいつあり。
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
バイソンですよ。
What are these fighters going to do? Pressuring Stop the attack cold with a perfect hit. How will they follow up? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Some with the projectile. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next? Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up. Dashes forward. Grabs and throws him away. Still slugging it out at this range. Experiencing burnout. And no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. In there.
OD 玉をまず意識して。
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Frozen. What's next? Starts off going with fireballs. Goes for the throw. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Ooh, will they hit? Whip? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Does a good job of pushing back. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by going with fireballs. No more drive gauge. Oh god, this is tense. To come from the brink like that.
今のはあれだな。コンボ途中で切るべきやった。
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Burnout activated.
終わらない。
Can they create an array? Oh. This is the
今、何だったかな。
final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? We're just getting started here. Who will take control?
あ、ま
How about the drive rush to keep it going? Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with the fire. Take out. Air slasher. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Drive rush. Their spacing is so getting it all on the drive rush. Forward rush.
ごめん。いやー、ジョスクールを追いかけるのが。
It's all on the Okay, here we go. Catches them out. Closes it out.
ラッシュジョスクール。引っ張って、ラッシュ引っ張ってジョスクール。ラッシュ。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
いやー、しょうがないわ。なんか浮いてんだけど。
Oh, gets him. That round was a
カ
pretty
スタムお願いしたい
one-sided
な、
but
DJ。マジかけん。
Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Big opportunity now in this corner. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. All in with a rush. Going in, changing players. There's a burner. Lifelines up.
いや、なんだガード離しちゃったな。
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
勝手に行ったな。わからんが。
Cook them up. Do it to them.
入れ替えでもよかったかな。わかんない。
Player 2 needs the low. Clutch anti-air. A real they are done. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time.
いや
From low heavy to shoots off a fireball up close.
ー、90。
Player 1 has the life lead.
美味しいこれは。
Decides to buff up while they can. Reacts to the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Oh, easy tag. Player 2 is almost dead, but the clutch drive moves and a KO.
ほら素晴らしい
Oh man, they were all over him. Yo, what was your take on it?
確かにって言ったけどすごい下がしました
Player 1 has the life advantage.
ドライブゲージにも注意してね
Throws a fireball. Just out of it, springs forward with the drive low. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out.
あ
Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. They're backed up into the corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたねもっと気軽に攻め込んでみてほしかったのね
They've got the leader from. Oh, and with the rush. Burnout activates.
動きが崩れた姿勢には気をつけて
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish.
めっちゃいいやん
Oh my day.
Another fight is coming.
同期ちょっとね今課題前から課題なんだよちょっと集中多めにしてみるかノア
We're in for something special right here, right now.
行ってみましょ
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
うよろしくお願いします
Low kick connect.
うまいですね
Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Player 2 chases them down.
ハンドが気に入ってない
危ない
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nails the anti-air.
見てますっ
Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Parries the projectile. Now what's the full KO? Bags the round. What did you make of it?
素晴らしいですね意識したことができてるんじゃないでしょうか
All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Denies the low hit. They were expecting that drive impact.
味はどこだ味は
And a super activation.
なかった
Looking to score some juicy damage.
見てますっ
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Experiencing burnout. KO.
マジでいいマジでいい
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
もうわけわかんなくなったら攻めよう
Anti-air drops.
ナイスナイス
Forward rush. What are they gonna do? Checks with a medium. Gets a risky buff in. Drops him hard.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい
All the throws connect.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい
Pumps the brakes on the impact.
ナイスガード超いい感じ誰
Close range projectile. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Gets it the perfect fireball range. And with a rush. Dangerous range here.
あとちょっ
いやーきつい合計わかんねえな
Oh, hard fought on both sides.
一回りで
What did you think?
といやーほんとありがとね
Low heavy.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい素晴らしいファイター
Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Goes for the throw.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Backs them into the corner.
この攻めを通したいね見てますっ
The damage is huge at KO. What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
ということなしですねめっちゃ
You got that one. Oh, next round starting. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Grabs him.
連携のスキー差し込んでいく
Drive rush to keep it going. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
攻めのリソースはたっぷりあるはずおっとブラウンドになりそうです
Jump. Side switch in the corner. Off for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even though the chips are down, they're still looking for a finish in this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up.
まだまだいけるよ
Life lead is... Oh, snipe!
ナイスナイス
Burns out. Nowhere to run.
見るところが多すぎる
This is a critical moment.
頑張れ
Player 2.
やばい、ちょっと、や
Did
ばい。
they mean to do that? Fine, good.
マジでいいマジでいい
Man.
大きさもわかんないな。向こうが基本立ち回り有利なんだけど、多分ユウのプレッシャーで10センチで跳ねのけて組み合わせだと思ってるんだけど。
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
この瞬間キラキンだな
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play.
大切な話取れるねうまいですね
Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape.
この攻めはこうしたいまず一つ
Deal some damage with that quick combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
リードしてあげる意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ本当に
Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Reads their mind and takes the
もうフリーマジ。
戻りなさい
sees the combo through and takes the round.
オーケー
The round comes to a close, but I think we're only seeing just a glimpse of what these two are capable of.
勝ちました
Yeah, that's right. You got a point there.
Right there.
The fighters pick up on that too. Round verse. The hip throw connects. The overhead's good. Looking to impress with this super.
そうそうそう
And Mono grabs him. This move brings a whole new meaning to the last
全
10.
然どうまいそうだったら言ってるけど、無理。いや、
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
いや素晴らしいさすがです
Big counter.
強いちゃんとリターンつなげましたね
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
落ち着いていこうね
Player 2 with the life lead.
ここからここからそうそう
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs.
もう無理になってなんでも強い。
Does a good job of pushing back. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Life lead is KO! What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
ハイドリ先生勝ちましたよ
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Round there, the hip throw connects. Checks with a medium kick. Checks them with a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Plenty of life left. A full drive gauge to work with. Springs forward with the drive rush. Backed up into the corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね
Goes for the jump in. They've got the meter for a drive. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Sees the overhead coming.
危なかった
Burnout activated.
いけるのかもいけるよ
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
おやすみ手のひらの上ってことですわ
Burns out.
あれ
Get it out.
すごすぎる
We're going into the final round watch these two fight
Ah.
each other forever.
本当にすごい。
マジで難しい。求められる。
ありがとうございます。
They trade hits, and now
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ。本当に。
oh,
この切るね。
throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage.
うわ
Gets back into the corner with pressure building.
なんとか切り抜けたい。
Oh,
めっちゃいいやん。
bags the round. What did you make of it?
はい、谷先生。勝ちましたよ。
You got that one. Oh, next round started. Did well to get the buff in there. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit.
はい、一撃だ。
Dashes. Denies the jump in.
そうそうそう。
Round there, the hit throw connects. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. They were right to be
もう
on
無
guard.
理マジ。嫌すぎる。
マジでいい。マジでいい。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
もうマジわかんなくなったらしてみよう。いけるぞ。
なんでこれ暴れてんのマジでも
Goes for the
う。嫌
fireball,
なんだけど
which。is very strong at this range. The low kick hits.
手のひらの上ってことですわ。
Close range projectile. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it?
一発入れば。
There's a burnout.
助けて。
Show the people what they came to see.
待て。
Oh, critical art.
もうわからん。
すげえ。言うことなしの内容だ。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on
80
the
万。
line.
いやー、楽しみです。
やり込みを感じる。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
緊張感が伝わってきます。解説頑張ります。
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
この攻めを通したい。
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. What are these fighters thinking now?
おーっと。
Have the radar up and running.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ。本当に。
Goes for a drive up. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Drive lead opens up. Feeling out the spacing.
なるほど。ステップに返しました。
見て。
Misses. Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them?
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ。
うわ
Grab
平成の仕事が少しいく。
in there.
オーケー。
That was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
はい、ほらほらしました。
Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Will we see a drive hit?
自信あるよ。
Get scooped from down low.
ナイスナイス。
Big opportunity now in this corner. That's boosted. Hello. And it's on for the critical art.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player 1 breaks it. That combo finishes it.
めっちゃいいやん。
Man, they just scrapped that. What did you think?
いやー、どっちも強い。次も楽しみましょう。
Dropped the past the air.
ナイスナイ
got their eye on the air.
見てますっと
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Plenty of space between the two
Three.
players. Who will decide to close the gap? Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance.
いや、ここ一緒にやられてんな。
Really piling up gets.
ナイス
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
熱くぶつかりに行くかどうしてマイペースに戦うか楽しみね
Projectile to try and change the situation. Answers with a psycho uppercut. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on.
タイムゲージにも注意してね
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Jump! Genius reading. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball again. Flushes that off and keeps going.
素晴らしいナイス
They've got the meter for a drive impact. Great save. Experiencing burnout. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Flatline zone.
すげえ言うことなしの内容だ
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
いやーほんとありがとね
Projectile to try and change the situation. They hit each other. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
落ち着いてこない
Player 1 with the life lead. Plenty of space.
ダメージにつながってないぞ
They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. What are they gonna do?
あ、普通に余裕だった。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
いやーうまい落ち着いてみるかクールに楽しみです
Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
だったら攻めるのがいいと思うよ
To continue the attack with the drive, player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね
They've got the meter for a drive impact.
見えてる勝ちが見えてるよいろいろな技が出せてすごい
What'll happen here?
あー、ナイスタービー戦うか。
Are we gonna see a cut break six? Closes it out.
マジでいいマジでいい
A new warrior has entered the ring!
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
ジュリちゃんですか大したものですね
The drive parry was successful. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
落ち着いてこうね
When's the time is freezing above?
これ
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
はいそういうこともありますわな
Checks them with a projectile. We break things off to take a quick breather. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
なんとか切り抜けたいほら素晴らしい
That round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
確かに馬の話に行く余裕すらあったかもしれませんゲーム見てますっと
Flips the grab. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning his fire. Drive impact could end it all here. Off some.
やーもうむちゃくちゃだ。
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Zones with the fireball. The match just started. It's anyone's game.
人気は大丈夫？回復するのはありだよ。いろいろな技が出せてすごい。
Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Breaks in. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Overhead, but it won't work.
ナイスガード。
Super Art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
そうそうそう。
Can they make the most of this? Player 2 is looking at a grim crimson from above. Back to the
これ2段なのか、うち。
like impact becomes big damage. Turns out, are you kidding me?
あんな遅かったっけ？空中が2段。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
あ、いたこに行ってきます。
Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
強めの押し付けていけ。
Go heavy. Goes for the fireball. Throws him down.
攻めにも行っちゃうよ。
The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
なんとか切り抜けたい。停止中。
Player 1 is making KO.
Okay.
Not sure how you could break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
これはどう対応したらいいんでしょうかね。
Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up. Springs forward with a drive rush.
ナイスナイス。
They back to a super art. Goes for the sunset. Well done. Vintage journey. Now, can they finish the job?
もっと気軽に攻め込んでみてもいいかもね。
And genius read with that throw escape. They've got the meter for a live impact. Breaks the stalemate with a fireball. The overhead denied.
危なかった。
What a finish!
すげえ。言うことなしの内容だ。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Solid anti-air.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Lays down a side hustle.
いいね。
Nice fireball. Side hustle. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Gets into perfect fireball range. Low heavy.
もう素晴らしい。もう素晴らしい。
Medium kick. With overhead attack. Close range projectile. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got it. Oh, what a cherry on top. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Flatline zone.
マジでいい。マジでいい。
Too hard fought on. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
この瞬間を待っていたぞ。
Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Tries to bait him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
落ち着いていこうね。
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws them to negate the block.
意識してできるのが素晴らしいですよ、本当に。
Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Will we see a drive impact? Right lead opens up. Awesome! Okay, creating some space here. Springs forward. Burnout activates.
動きが崩れた視線に
あ
Closing moment of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Kept with composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time.
マジでいいマジでいい
Yo, that fight was dripping with tension.
力のこもったぶつかり合いの感じでした
Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
強みを押し付けていけ
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. They're backed up into the corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね
Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight.
一発入れば逆転もありえそうです
Scrapping it out up close. Flash knuckle. Goes for the rush. Perfect input. Not letting up. Connects with the throw.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burnout activates.
動きが崩れた視線には気をつけて
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closing it out.
めっちゃいいや
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
そうですねそれでも
Flash knuckle. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Throws them.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい
Nice fireball. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Connects with a pin. Looking for a hole. Tension. Dash throws them.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Here comes the corner
う
press.
まい
Perfection.
急に進められてるね
All the throw connects.
もう素晴らしいもう素晴らしい
In a Shogeki. This could be turning it right up with a super.
ナイスナイス
It is over.
おお大会さながらの動きでした
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
あいた感じしてますゲーム見てますっ
Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Low kicks are no go. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Checks with the projectile. Combo with the target combo. So they move forward to pressure the opponent. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Like experience gets them.
ナイス
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
素晴らしいですねこんなことができるんじゃないでしょうか
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up a notch. Gets a risky pop in. Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
そうそうそう
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation is all in with the rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Who's gonna take it? Reads the jump perfectly.
ナイスナイス超いい感じ
That was the highest I've ever seen.
やばい見ててた
何やったと思って
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
いやーほんとありがとうです
Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. The throw connects for counter hit damage.
偉いサーブみたいにつなげましたねほら素晴らしい
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity, but how will that affect the next round?
確かに聞いたけどすごい人がしました
Big throw.
そうそうそう
They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure.
背広に操作はたっぷりあるはず
more hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Oh,
マジでいいマジでいい
that's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
今なら誰でも倒せそうな気がする
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
いやー楽しみです
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
何が起こるか楽しみです
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
落ちていってこうね
Goes for the throw.
右手の隙に差し込んでいく
Backs them into the corner.
この攻めを通したい仕掛けのいや見てますっと
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner.
そうそうそう
Okay, they trade hits. Life lead opens up.
もう少しで勝てそう
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by throwing the fireball. Have the radar up and running.
できるのが素晴らしいですよ本当に
KO. Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
言うけどマジですねめっちゃ上手ですよ
You're totally right. Let's see if they tune in on that and make adjustments next round. Spins forward with the drive rush. Still plenty of time left.
守りきるのは難しいっていうのが聞いたからね
Drive rush to keep it going.
いい感じだ
Throws them to negate the block.
ゲーム見てますっと
Knockdown and big opportunity now in this corner.
お互い慎重な立ち回りでしたね
Genius read. Fires off that big poke. Will we see a drive in? What's the next move? Springs forward with the drive rush. Smart play with the throw. Just goes for it at this range.
素晴らしいうまいな
Wait, what? What a finish!
すごすぎる
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
もうマジわかんなくなってきてるよいけるぞ
Get out of there with the back. Springs forward with the drive rush. Back into the corner. What setup do they have?
ところが多すぎる
What the-
Uh-oh. This would really tip the scale.
最後にしら苦しいです
Back to the forward. Ooh, what a smart throw.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Closes in. This is huge. Just flatlines them.
めっちゃいいやん
Man, I can watch these two.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
プリルと戦いたかったのにと思ってたらごめんね
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
頑張って解説していきたいと思います
Checks with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out?
落ちていってこうね
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Put one in the pocket. Both players have near-empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first, they have a big advantage here. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out.
こっからこっからこの攻めを通したいなんとか切り抜けたい
player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Quarter makes it hard to escape, well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making.
ナイス
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
熱くぶつかりに行くかプールでマイペースに戦うか楽しみです
Round there, the hit throw connects.
いって。
Dashes forward. Gets them with the anti-air.
ナイスナイスいろいろな技が出せてすごい
Creates an opening with a low heavy.
そうそうそう
Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner.
セミのミソードはあるはず僕アウトになりそうです
Experiencing burnout.
緊張してるのかも
うわ、最後。
いけるよ
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh,
なんだ。
spit it out.
マジでいいマジでいい
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
いやーほんとありがとね
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
気になるまだ寝れない自信できるのが素晴らしいですよ
Using the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Got their eye on the air. Shoots off a fireball. Gets some.
ほら素晴らしい
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
はいなり先生勝ちましたよ
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. The jump in catches it. Scrapping it out up close. Round there, the hit will connect. Was looking for that jump attack.
見てます
食らってんだこれもう。
Gets a risky buff in. Backs away. Not about that BFF
いや、ミスった。はい。
Connects with the round guard set to boost their metal level.
展開が早い相手もついてくれてないぞ
Burns out.
勝つよ
One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Round there, the hit throw connects. Knocks off the tank and scores the win.
マジでいいマジでいい
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
もうマジは硬くなったら攻めよいけるぞ
Stop it, Bob.
うわ僕出したないの
Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arc. That's gonna leave him rattled. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Overhead. There's a burnout.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかもいけるよ
Shit. Burns out.
守りゃいけるや上には気をつけて
Oh,
ひどい試合。
looking for the definitive end to this round. Level 3 super. Hard fought on.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
行きましょ
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
う何が起こるか楽しみです
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
この攻めを通したい
Goes for the low kick.
いけちゃうよ
Shoots off a fireball up close. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Big low reaching heavy.
人類見てますと
Huge hits. And experiencing burnout. KO.
めっちゃいいやん
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
言うことないですねめっちゃ上手でしたよ
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up. medium kick. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. G-right kick for a mix-up. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Breaks the block with a throw. Not much life difference. Will connects with the throw. There's a burnout. Player connects with the throw. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
Yeah.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This corner is starting to look scary. A trade. Now what? Shakes things up with a fireball. And with a rush. Looking to follow up super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 can't win this without pulling his flatlines up. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Extra spicy sure you connect. Throw zone. What's next? Pressuring them in the corner. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. You could tell that one player was not holding back, while the other couldn't get it going. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Combo with the target combo. Dashes forward. Right kick for a mix-up. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Goes for the throw. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Will we see a drive impact? That's the counter. Can it create an opportunity? Ah, genius lead with that throw escape. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Medium kick, hey, oh. Hard fought on. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Backs them into the corner. Player 1 with the life lead. Goes for the drive rush there. Grabs him. If they can't escape this box, what a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity. But how will that affect the next round? Projectile to try and change the situation. Checks with a medium. They're backed up into the corner. Oh, feints? Breaks the block with a throw. It's a breaks it. They got the meter for a drive impact. They're in the corner. This thing closes it out. the fireball. That's just started. It's ending. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
ナイスナイス。
Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Drive rush. Knocked him out of the air.
おお素晴らしい。おお素晴らしい。
Nowhere to run. Fires off an air slasher. Next is counter.
最低。いきなり。まだまだいくよ。
Player 1 has a full drive to all in with a rush. Medium kick, forward rush. Dashes out the cage right there.
うわい。
Ooh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? Tries to act quickly with the attack.
まずい。
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done.
おお大会さながらの動きでした。
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
それだけ向き合ったってことだからね。気分はめや。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Throws a fireball. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
私から攻めるのもいいと思うよ。
That's some big juicy damage on that counter.
おお偉い。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
なんとか突き抜けたい。勇気に注意。
Players here to try and make something happen.
どこだったの今の。
That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Gets the jumper. KO.
ナイス。
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
素晴らしいですね。意識したことができてるんじゃないでしょうか。
You got that right. Oh, next round starts. Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner.
難しそうな立ち回りですかね。もっと気軽に攻め込んでみてもいいかもね。
What'll happen here? A drive impact could end it all here. Still slugging it out at this range.
展開が早い。相手もついてくれてないぞ。
Are we gonna see a comeback here? What a finish!
めっちゃいいやん。
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nowhere to run.
魔王すぎる。
More fuel to the fire. Cook 'em up.
おお。
Uh-oh. Really tip the scales.
待て。
見てあるよ。
Clicks it. That's the one. Getting it all on the drive rush. Knew the throw was coming. Parried the fireball. What a finish.
すごすぎる。
Man, I can watch these two. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
いやー楽しみです。
The fight's now underway. This is vicious with the play-by-play.
よろしくお願いします。
Bring them in the corner.
この攻めを通したい。
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Plenty of life left in both fighters.
Nah.
What a big difference in drive. How can we add a little super juice into this combo for more damage?
うまいですね。
Reads their mind and techs the throw. The jump in is denied. The low kick is blocked.
うんうん。
They're really being worked over in the corner.
こっからこっから。
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
ほら素晴らしい。
Oh man, they were all over him. Yo, what was your take?
これはどう対応したらいいんでしょうかね。
Throws them to negate the block.
連携の隙に差し込んでいく。
無理。
Fatal win.
もっと気軽に攻め込んでみてもいいかもね。
Nice read with the cannon spike. Jump in.
急に決められてるね
Throws a fireball. Oh, in with a rush. Ah, burnout on KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Last round. It's now or never.
あちょっと何
A parry? We're just getting the low kick hits.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Max has dropped some hard.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Dangerous with clutch anti-air.
手のひらの上ってことですわ
Corner is starting to look scary.
うわーあとちょっと
All in with a rush. Holds with the kick.
いや
Gets out the cage right there.
うわ
Yo, the special forces don't play. Delta Red Assault.
ー敵だねまだまだいっちゃ
Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Anticipated that throw. Instantly becomes it is over.
おお大変さながらの動きでした
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
あ一度攻撃します
Gets a risky buff in. Overdrive a shoulder kick for more damage.
そうそう
Player 2 chases them down.
ちょっとが切り抜けない切り抜き注意
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The new KO.
オーケー
Not sure how you can break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
確かに聞いたけどすごい力がいた
Boxing with a target control. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
強みを押し付けていって
Big opportunity now in this corner.
攻めのリソースはたっぷりあるはずこのブラウンド戦闘力
Will we see a drive in? Smart play with the throw.
そうそうそう
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Sets up with the jump in. Closes it out.
マジでいいマジでいい
This is the final round. Expect to see some fire.
もうマジ分かんなくなったら次はいけるぞ
Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge.
どうだったかな
Slices the gastrointestinal tract. And leave whooping ass to work. Did we see a try? There's a burnout.
めっちゃ緊張してるのかもいけるよ
All in with a rush. Player 2 can't let oh snipe.
もう素晴らしい
結構謎
マジでいいマジでいい
いや